I think one of the things you can do to create opportunities more effectively than anything else, more effectively than who you know or who's going to get you in this or anything else, is go get phenomenal results, and the opportunities will come to you. They will find you.
Right. Right.
I mean, look at you and I are, and many other people out there are living proof of that.
Yes. So tell us about a time when these dominant thoughts applied, maybe when you were in a hard way.
You mean when I was in a tough situation?
Yeah.
Oh, and I've had my share of those. And it's our minds can be our biggest strength and our biggest enemies. And being able to control your thoughts or to observe your thoughts and be able to recognize what's going on allows you to step out from the mire of the the sludge that you're in and say, okay, yeah, this sucks, but what am I going to do, and what's my option? That was one of we were just joking before this. There's a lot of stuff that I've learned from your dad, and you obviously learned from your dad. And that question of what's your option
Right.
is one that multiple times a week, if not daily, I ask myself that. And that is a great question, like looking at that. But when you're in a tough situation, whether it's a personal situation like divorce, dysfunctional work environments, a loved one passing, all those things, it helps put things, when you can step back a little bit, it helps put things in perspective. While you're going through them, then your biggest ally or your biggest enemy is going to be yourself, and which way you're going to go, which one are you going to choose? Are you going to focus on, okay, what do I need to do? Or are you going to focus on, why is this happening to me?
How have you, what advice do you have for the person that is in it? Like they're in the thick of it, right? Like you and I've talked for a long time about like being a wartime general. Like, when the world is kind of going into a shit burrito, we get a little calm and focused. And I still try and synthesize like what is the process that I go through to get there? What do you recommend when someone they just lose the biggest deal of their life and they just found out something is tragically wrong with a loved one? I mean, this, like, it's everyday life stuff happens that throws a wrench at us. And, you and I have watched really good people take themselves emotionally and mentally out of the game for a day, a week, a month, sometimes. Like, hey, like, how you doing, man? Oh, you remember 3 years ago I had that, that back problem. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was 3 years ago. You're still talking about that. Like, I'm not saying there wasn't something tragically wrong with it, but like that was 3 years ago. Like, that's where you're at. How do you help someone get through that faster or not get caught in the emotional cycle?